And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Hachimura is the 4 with Ayton playing the 5. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. Greg, now that we have a new season underway, what's most important for these teams to remember right now?
That it's a long season, Kevin. And I know we say that a lot, but it's the truth. And to just remember, there's going to be plenty of ups and downs during the course of the year.
To the middle. And there's Murray on the assist from DeRozan. That's 7 points for Keegan Murray. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, the son of Hall of Fame big man art, but his father said, DeMontis is a warrior like me, and I'm very proud. Kevin, back to you.
Great stuff. Okay, Allie, we thank you. And front and center on the latest issue of Time Magazine, who other than MP?
And he's been making headlines, turning pages and turning heads. And the story just about writes itself. Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, we saw a transformation with Luka over the summer as he committed himself to getting in the best shape of his life. And a much leaner Luka started showing up in late July, shortly after he recruited Marcus Smart to the Lakers. No doubt about it, guys. Luka has something to prove.
Rosen. And so the ball's out of bounds. Vanderbilt touched it last. Ellis is checked in for Monk. And then for the Lakers, Jake LaRavia is checked in for James. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Austin Reed. There's 38 seconds left in the first. Here's DeRozan. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. DeRozan's got 13 points.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
And here's MP for 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one. You know, one thing about MP, he is used to pressure situations. Not long ago, he was leading his team to a European...
Against other professionals, that's something that few rookies get to enter the league with. MP is very prepared for the pressure that will come at him in the NBA because of it.
MP has been leading the charge for Los Angeles. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing, Coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Jake LaRavia. Jared Vanderbilt out there with MP. Then there's Smart, and it's Reeves in at the 1 spot. Here's Schroeder, and here's Ellis for 3. It's hauled in by MP. Los Angeles leading by 8. In the corner, Smart with it. And here's MP for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Schroeder outside. Achua in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Achua's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 11-point game. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And some changes here for the Kings. Sabonis comes in for Eubanks. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Ellis. The Lakers also with a sub. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Pass to Sabonis. Now, here's Achua. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. The wing jumper off target. Lakers leading by 11. In the corner, Smart with it. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here is Achua. Monk with a screen on MP. Now Achua. 5 points in the game. 6 to shoot. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Last game for the Kings, they picked up the W against Utah.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The fifth head coach in the last 7 years, that seat is always hot in Sacramento.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
He's off on the first. And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for the Kings. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Schroeder kicks to Sabonis. Looking to end the run. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Sabonis now is not going to shy away from contact. He really aggressively attacks the defense.
MP deciding where to go with it. Pass to Hachimura. Here's MP. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10. Double-digit perfection. Sabonis. He's covered by Ayton. Ayton against Sabonis. Just 5 to shoot. He had a nice open look right there. Schroeder's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, that's just an intel
Loaded around their stars.
And there are always high expectations when you don the purple and gold, but some tough competition in the West. They will have their work cut out for them.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Keegan Murray's checked in for Precious Achua. And Monk's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder.
You know, Westbrook always in control. He gets the shot that he wants to. And over time, that can just wear out a defense.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Murray finds Sabonis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Can't afford to be too handsy with Sabonis. He's very good at forcing the issue and getting these calls.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Up top to Rosen. James defending. There's 10 seconds left now here in the second. Sabonis' screen on LeBron. DeRozan for 3. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been...
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Sacramento Kings. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. Now, looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Kings.
Well, the energy they're putting out is not going toward their defense. Problem is their offense. Can't keep up with those guys. So the D has to pick up the slack, or this thing is over.
Man, you know they're getting an earful right now in that locker room. We'll see who's listening.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their... Shooters checked in for the Kings. And then for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Ayton. MP comes in for Hachimura. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Austin Reeves. And a change for the Kings. Ellis is checked in. In the front court, the forwards will be DeRozan and Murray. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Ellis. And it's Sabonis in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
Pass to Sabonis. Outside for Murray. Nobody near Schroeder. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Schroeder's got 5 now.
From beyond the arc, Schroeder can be so effective. Defenses need to watch him out there. You can't sleep on him at the three-point line.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Vanderbilt misses.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
The Kings trail by 6. DeRozan scanning the floor. Over in the corner, Ellis misses the 3. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So for the Lakers right now, we've got Austin Reeves, MP out there with Jake LaRavia. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt, and it's Smart in at the shooting guard position.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes, they last days.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Schroeder. There's the triple. MP grabs the miss. MP's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in there.
And again for 3.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Smart passes to Reeves. Back to MP. Pass to Reeves. Down low. And again, that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
And we got a timeout called by Doug Christie. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that every...
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the player.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
He was on a tear. Everything seemed to be finding the bottom of the net for him. I'm sure he'd like to build on that performance going forward.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
An incredible display of shot making and clutch play.
No, not when the game first started.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, thanks, Jen.
I have to say, I didn't expect this to happen so soon. Well, you did it. You're in the starting lineup, man.
I'd be lying if I said I was surprised, but I appreciate it, Coach.
Good. Now you have to prove you belong.
Come on, Coach, you know I got it.
Look, I just want to be as clear as possible with you. And if we bench a vet tonight and start a rookie and you lay an egg, it makes the organization look real bad. And that can have ripple effects. Listen, I need you to go out and make an impact, at least on one end of the floor tonight.
Keep it real with me, Coach. Would you get in trouble if I didn't?
Well, I'll put it to you this way. There's a lot of politics when you reach this level. Things aren't always simple as X's and O's.
Yeah, see that right there? That's why you should know I won't let you down.
Ooh, I like that.
I got you, Coach.
Thanks, man.
Coming right up, the Lakers taking on the Trailblazers. For Los Angeles, consistency is their goal. They want to win each half, each quarter, each possession. Blazers, Lakers, tip-off just moments away. Greetings and thanks. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Los Angeles. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then Friday, they'll be playing against Jaren Jackson and the Memphis Grizzlies.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. Sharp at the 2 with Avdia playing the 3. Toumani Camara out there with Robert Williams. And it's Lillard in at the point. And for Los Angeles, Reeves and LeBron out on the perimeter. DeAndre Ayton is out there with MP. And it's Doncic in at the 1 spot. Well, Grant, we're still early on in this new season. I imagine it can be difficult to get back into the flow of things.
You know, B.A., you're spot on. It definitely takes some time to get used to the grind of the season again. You know, between the traveling, hotel rooms, changing time zones. But you find your flow again eventually.
And now let's check in with Allie to see what she has on MP for us. Take it away, Allie.
We have a bit of a lineup change tonight. MP is stepping into the starting 5 in a move that many fans have been hoping for. Coach told me, quote, MP's earned it. He put in the time and he's done things the right way. He's looked like a starter for a while now. It's quite the journey for the rising star from Vermont.
You know, it seems his moment. Has arrived. Thanks.
And I love the balance for Lillard between scoring and passing. That time finding his teammate for the great look. Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
So it's Portland now, following the three-pointer by Los Angeles.
Make the most of every season he has left.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. All right, Chums, thank you very much.